Greetings, salutations, good day and hi, and welcome back to CorpoCar East and West, or West and East. We're doing both series at once again. So we're doing this stream tonight since Hollow Fights has a stream tomorrow morning, so we're gonna have rounds 7 and 8 for tonight. And look at the points currently on top on the West Series. It's Mazu from Vtuber with a whopping 68-point lead over the next driver down in Shina from FaZe. So Mazu 266 and Sheena 198, Ember 189, Coney from Idol 187, and Kohaku from Hawaii 144. Not a lot of Kauai members in the top half of the standings. Anyway, we are currently in the clear for points in West. Really, no risk of void series. That might change after today's races, though, but we'll see what happens. Each currently 3 of the bottom 5 are Kauai members. That's what you hate to see there, folks. Anyway, East currently led by Homaria of V4Mirai 250. 8 points down in second with 242, Shisui Michiru of FaZe, and then 216 Isaka of Specialite JP, and then Clara 195, Tenma 189. And bottom of the standings, we are going to bring back Salmon, at least, because we have to. And Mizma is already back, and she's already outscored Minia Scott by 2 points in the bottom of the standings. Okay. Now, look at this placeholder car. You notice that there's a star at the nose of the nose cone of this car. It's very interesting. Just you can pause and see the star. Yeah, right there. It's a blue star, not a gold star, but I only just noticed now. Very intriguing. Let's start off with East Racing first. We're gonna go to Tsukuba, which is a surprisingly short circuit. 1.286 miles, 2.070 kilometers, and 12 turns. 48 drivers, and we need 36 in. We need standing start time, 15 minutes. And it looks good to go. Load! That's the layout of the circuit, right there. Now let's set the grid for this race, why don't we? 36 are in, and these drivers aren't. Well, good showing there, Salmon. You really outdid yourself by outranking 4 drivers in qualifying, but no Minia Scott, no Mimosa, no Liliana, Nano, Salmon, Scion, Suri, Coma, Carrot, Mono, sadly is not in, DK, Spectra, Tenma trying to avoid previous race winner's curse with a start of 30. At pole, we have ISAU of FaZe Kaleido. Right alongside her in second is race winner already, Roa Arctos, who won at, I forgot where. Calder Park, okay. Calder Park. Pico and Liara make up row 2. Next is Iori and Siu. Tsukasa and Mizma. Ko and Leola. Meryl and Amoria. Ray, Maeve, and Loki. Rufi, Azusa, and Abi. Kokone, Michiru, and Clara. Brian Cloud, Penelope Wiseman, Echo Line. Memory, Zelly, and Serena. Noba, Nasa, Tenma. Maybe Mita and Tomomi. And finally, Serenity, Chiquino, or I don't know how to pronounce that name. And yay, that's 36 drivers altogether for this 15-minute round. This is round 7 of 10 in the East. On the Tsukuba Short Circuit. Let's get right into the action. Right, here come the 4 red lights, which will soon turn to green. And off they go. Really short track racing, 1.2 miles. 36 cars looking for trouble. One is having trouble in the first turn. Mita. Grab you inexplicably marked second. Now she's marked first, followed by Roa and Siu. Through the inside section and around the outer turn. Coming into the start-finish line, and just like that, 1 lap done, less than a minute in. You, Roa, and Siu, top 3, and the rest are looking to get into pit lane. Zelly, Memory, oh, you hate to see that, and 34 are still out. Here comes Roa. Very close behind ISAU of Hayes. Well, Siu, who at one point led the point standings in East, finds herself a distant third behind these two, but well ahead of the next driver down in Liora. And yes, I did fix the TV ticker so that you may plus now have the color bar next to the driver's names. So that's an issue certainly fixed right there. And now Siu is slowly starting to catch up to you and Roa. Eventually, she'll get there. Eventually. Okay, maybe Roa might make a move on you. Well, Siu makes a move on Roa. Well, that was a complete nothing burger. Maybe because I'm watching all three make their moves. Maybe if I switch the camera, they'll overtake and I'll miss seeing it. Ooh, Kozen Pit and Chichino and the rest. No overtakes, but we have an adorable VNU member in Amoria joining the photo, as Roa does make the pass to the lead. Never mind, she screws up, goes wide again. Many such cases with these Lola cars. Well, yeah, already seen cases of cars understeering. In the meantime, we lost a car in Serena Maiko, so that's out of the race. That's her first casualty here. And there's a loose wheel. So Roa is missing a front wing and may hit. Never mind, she's staying out for the time being. Wow, Roa's losing ground here, down to 7th at the moment. Maeve to 4th, and Leora understeers. But still has car parts intact for the time being. As Kokone jumps to 5. What was that all about? Jeez Louise. Look at the replay involving you and Siu. Boing! And there goes the rear wing of ISAU. Dropping down to 4th as Maeve does go up to 3rd. And Amoria with an intact car finds herself leading, but there's still too much time left in the race, and there's certainly a chance for the top drivers to understeer on one of those turns and find themselves collecting wall and losing front wing or something. Ticino pitting, typical. After Serena's DNF, we've lost no one else yet. Memory down 3, Chichino down 2, and 21 are in the lead lap. And the Moria lead by over 3.7 seconds. Ooh, Abe's 2nd. Kokone 3rd. Might we have another VNU podium sweep? Look at this. Top 5 currently taken over by VNU members. As more cars are inexplicably in pit lane. Well, Misma, Here she is going up to 3, overtaking Yurikako Kokone. Michu just trying to keep alive in the points, hoping to get back to the points lead. Anyway, what's been going on with Paul Maria? 1 down and 19th as we reach the halfway point of this 15-minute time limit. As cars go single file, just trying to keep things safe, just trying to play things safe here as Moria starts to reach lapped traffic, going into, well, treading treacherous waters here. For this now lone member of her wave. Maeve almost caught up to Amoria. Penelope in pit lane. We're through 10 laps already. Whoa, bit dangerous by Serenity. But still has an intact car, a fully intact car. Ave trying to quickly catch up to Amoria, aware that the driver ahead of her is being stranded by traffic, burdened by traffic here. As we come down to 6 minutes. Moria, Maeve, and Liara finding themselves currently top 3. Bent front wing and all. Maeve still trying to catch up. Still having trouble with the overtake. Anyway, we're 2/3 of the way through this race. Any more casualties? Nada. Well, Cicino, Penelope, Kokomo, Memory, all 3 down. Down to just 10 cars in the lead lap. That's gonna do that to you in short track racing. Amoria able to pass a couple of lapped cars, so Maeve has some overtaking to try to accomplish as everything is fucked up all of a sudden. Miraculously, Amoria maintains an intact car. Ditto Maeve. But at least one driver is down. Ray Nevermore has a dead car. So that's the end of her race. Gotta watch out for her, though. And her car is teleported back into pit lane. Ooh, Maria and Sue Isaka. Oh, man. Both out. Oh, man. So that's 2 more DNFs, while Amoria still leads. And Maeve is too far behind Amoria. top four still occupied by VNU members, so there's still a pretty good chance of another podium sweep in East for that agency. Again, Amoria able to avoid disaster. How many carrots has she been eating lately? Because, man, certainly has nice visual awareness of what's immediately going on, and just also reacting so quickly at the things that have been happening. But there's still 2 minutes left in this race. Amoria went to jump up in the points somehow. Need to check the time of each lap. Around 47 to 50. May be able to pass a car, but needs to pass that Tomomi Taraya car. Hopefully. Well, there's still 2 laps left. 1 or 2. I believe there's going to be like 10 seconds left once Amoria or whoever leads after this lap crosses the start-finish. Whoa, very dangerous. Maeve even closer now to Amoria. As we come down to the white flag, last lap, and Amoria goes wide. Of course she does. Of course, on the last lap. So, no front wing. Which means Maeve goes to the lead. Coming out to a final sprint, and oh, it's a mess here. Luckily, Maeve is clear on that, and just one more turn, and that's going to be the W for her. Leora jumps up to second. But it's gonna be Maeve Kagakiri with the victory at Tsukuba after 19 laps. And yes, we do have a top 4 in VNU. Amoria, despite losing her front wing in the final lap, will still get third for her efforts. A very nice consolation, as Leora takes second. So for the third time this East Series, it's a VNU podium sweep. Maeve Kagakiri victorious at Tsukuba. Congrats to her. I mean, come on now. Let them all finish. Most everyone is done, save for a couple drivers. Okay, Mero is good, and ISAU closes off the race in 4 drivers with accidents, including Cole Maria. Ooh. Alright. Maeve, Leora. Amoria. And let's write down the names on my notepad. And quickly locking the points. A 6th place finish for Michiru. That may jump her up to the top, pending results of the other drivers, of course. Clara finishing P11. Tenma avoids previous race winner's curse, so good job for her. Good job for Tenma. A brief taste of lead for Roa, but she'll finish 3 down for a small smidgen of point. On connection hold for me, baby. I need to lock in points. Make sure it's 36 drivers, and it's 36. Good. And a bonus point for ISAU. So indeed, Michiru takes the top spot as Cole Maria blanks this race. Michiru with a very nice 6th place finish, and she'll jump up to the lead with 282 points. Cole Maria remains at 250, 32 behind Michiru and Amoria. Third in this race, third in the points at 242. Kaminari Calera, 4th with 225. And Siu failed to score, drops to 5th with her 216. No thanks to that unlucky DNF. We shall move along. Now that the standings do make sense here, everything does make sense. I'm going to go to Canberra. Now this is a street circuit. It is 3.990 km, or 2.479 mi with 15 turns, and it's a street circuit. I'm gonna try to see how poorly things end up with street racing with the CorpoCar East members. Load! Okay. Rid me. Nano won't show up for a race. Maybe Azusa Leora fresh off of her second at Tsukuba. Certainly failed to qualify for Canberra. Roa Zelli. Memory didn't qualify. Serena will blank today's races. I'm sorry to report that Clara isn't in. Mono also DNFs this race. Mita and Loki. And Amoria will start rear row, while Salmon will make her first appearance in CorpoCar Racing for this season. We'll go to Ayase you again. Back-to-back polls for ISAU. Utatane Nasa will start off second. And then we have Serenity and Siu looking to recover, looking to bounce back from the previous race with a second row start. And we have Mimosa and Tomomi. Nova, Scion, and Echo. DK, Rayan, and Minya. Penelope, Chichino, and Suri. Tanma, Spectra, and Misma. I dropped a pencil on the floor. Abi, Pico, Liliana. Michiru. Koma, Iori. Leola, Mero, Maeve. Tsukasa, Ko, Carrot. Yay, Selman. Lunara Sarufi. And finally, Kokone, Amoria, and Ray. We are set to go. East Round 8 at Canberra, street racing. So, let's have a bit of fun here. Here we go. Everyone out, ready to go for 15 minutes of action here at Canberra. All right. Really hard to bunch up 36 cars when the lanes are absurdly narrow. Fine start by NASA. And let's see how everyone is doing here. Just trying not to be too risky. NASA well ahead of others here. You second, and here is Tomomi Taraya. Up to 3. And NASA, oh, you gotta be kidding me. Same issue as with previous races with this car. Look in replay. Too fast, cannot turn, lose front wing. From lead to 36th or 35th. Because you also, as in this replay, also fucked up. So Taraya, currently in front. After this one lap, followed by Serenity Cosmica and Siu Isaka. And Salmon, in her first race, I'm afraid, has crashed out. Which sounds... Well, her first race this season didn't even last one lap. Oh man, Coma is stuck and is DNF. Chichino also a goner. Well, a handful more cars are pitting, including, I'm sorry to report, to Moria. Tenma is out. I already played that sound. Let's try this one. Okay. Typical street race. Typical street racing, ladies and gentlemen. So much in the way of, I forgot that word again. Attrition. Attrition is the word I'm looking for. Meanwhile, Maeve will be really happy if she avoids previous race winner's curse here. 22 cars are in the lead lap. Tomomi briefly touches wall, while more cars try to deal with this ridiculous section. At one point, Tomomi Taraya was well at the bottom of the standings, but she seems to be improving here. She is leading here in the first 5 minutes of this race, but there's still lots of more BS to deal with. Excuse me. EK up to second and Echo to 3. So guess who's top 3? BNU, BNU, BNU. Good grease and gravy. Suri's car is almost naked, for lack of a better term. We lost Ye Ugiri.
Oh, what a shame.
Minya Scott DNF. Tomomi still clear ahead, and Serenity Cosmica is hurt. Let's look at the replay. Almost timed that to sound perfectly. Okay, what was Tomomi trying to accomplish? I thought she cut a corner, but no, that's just part of a track. That's just part of a track. (17) in the lead lap. Echo to second ahead of DK. 4 of the top 5 are members of VNU. Make that 4 of the top 4 as Graham Pico fucks up. Look at the replay. And lost. That's the end of Pico's race. And annoyingly, it's causing Tsukasa Ryogoku to get stuck. Tomomi brushes wall. Quite a few cars touching wall, and that's a silly chicane. As the incidents keep rising, Tomomi with a lead of 14-something seconds as Suri, with her, exoskeletonless car, finds herself, in another issue, and, will of course have to pit as we're well over the halfway point of this ridiculous round. After this round, we will be switching over to the West Series. We'll be racing at Bullrun and Salt Lake City. Goodness gracious! Top 5 all VNU members, and Mimosa has a busted engine. Echo also has a busted engine. And so we're going to have even fewer cars in the lead lap. Sorry, I've been dealing with a bit of a cold this past week. But the show must still go on. Might we have another double podium sweep today for VNU? Holy fuck! Siu has a flamed car. Oh man. More bloopers. Oh man. Ah, it's a big mess. I don't even know what's going on anymore. Oh, goodness gracious. That was crazy. Siu and Nova both out, and Siu once again fails to score. She has not scored for 3 consecutive races now after having led for quite a while. Actually, there's a whole crap load of accidents, so she's going to score low at least. Top 3 somehow still VNU members. Make that 4. Because Maeve, of course, goes up to 4 spots. Well, Tomomi will have to pit, because a lot of BS has happened, because street races will do that to you. Apparently, Mara will debut her actual model very soon. That's what I'm hearing. Well, Spectra Libitina finds herself leading in this ridiculous race, and I don't know how it is with the others here. Tomomi and DK are both taking a ridiculously long time in pit area. And Iori goes upside down. Let's look at the replay. That's the end of her race. Onyos abound here in the Australian capital of Canberra. Street racing, ladies and gentlemen. Amazingly, both Moria and Maeve are still barely alive, but there's still like under 2.5 minutes left for more BS to happen. Man, that smoke cloud right before start finish has been up for quite an embarrassingly long while as Mero fucks up. So who's ready for another VNU podium sweep? Less than 2 minutes for that to happen. I have a very good chance of that happening because top 4, you know. Iori out, Rain Cloud DNF. And 5 are VNU members. Uh-oh. Stuck car in the way, stuck cars all around, and yeah, you just hate to see that. Canberra, ladies and gentlemen. 1 minute left. So Spectra will meet the white flag. Certainly well ahead. 42 seconds. Maeve luckily made it through. Same for Amoria. Maeve's fine. Amoria also fine. It's just these chicanes that's been giving drivers many issues. Spectra goes around here. No problem at all. Use your brakes. Good. And one more turn. And the victory will go to yet another VNU member. Spectra Libitina wins at Canberra by an absurdly wide margin. Here comes Tomomi making it through this turn with no issue. Same for Maeve and Amoria. Unlucky for Maeve. Finds herself stuck, but her good buddy Amoria is third. And Tomomi is clear, and assume Amoria is also clear. Tomomi finishes second, and another VNU podium sweep! Goodness gracious, how many third-place finishes can Amoria muster in a season? Goodness, golly gee willikers, VNU again! In fact, make it top 4 all VNU members. Could you believe it? Tomomi with a very nice second place finish, and Amoria third again. CorpoCar continues to be crazy, fellas. Just waiting for Michiru to finish. And also Mizma. Michiru is done, and Mizma likewise, and that will do it. Where did Spectra begin? In 17th to get the victory. Maeve started 14th at Tsukuba and got the win there. But look at that! Amoria from 35th to 3rd. Goodness. What a big jump for her. That is true magic by Amoria, able to survive much in the way of chaos and insanity to finish with yet another third place finish. And I need to type down the names in this spreadsheet. Okay, 14th and below. Holy cow, that's a lot of accidents. And let's lock the points in. Again, excuse me. Bit of a cold these last few days. '18th place for 16 points for Cole Maria. And then a bonus point for you. Jeez Louise. Only just a pole point for you this time around. Didn't achieve much from both pole starts. So with another third place finish, Amoria jumps up to second with 302 points. 14 behind Michilu, 316. Maria is third with 266, and Spectra is fourth with 260, and Siu remains fifth with 228. And Salmon has yet to score. All right, just a couple moments. We will be heading to the West Series, but first I'll check to see what's downstairs in just a moment. Be right back, and we will see you for West. See you in a couple moments. BRB. Wow. Okay, welcome back. Done here with East for tonight. Moving on to the West Series. We're going to be racing at a fictional track in Bullrun. This one is 3.77 miles or 6.06 kilometers, and it's and the track is apparently staged in Megville, Colorado. And we gotta have our rolling starts for West races. Alright. Ready to load? Alright. We shall do so. Load. As I quickly turn the page. And re-roll if necessary. No need to do so here, as far as I'm concerned. Okay. Alright, great! Shocker of shockers, Mozu. Points leader doesn't qualify for Bullrun. Nor does Nana Amato. Jesus. But we have 36 drivers in, and I'm afraid that also includes Namiji Frisia. Pipkin Pippa will start off at pole. Second pole in 3 races for her. This West Series. Got pole at Nelson Ledges and then finished 4th in that race. Let's see how Pippers does here. Front row start for Leah, and then row 2 we have Nova and Coney. Reina and Letha. Letha, the current bottom dweller in the points, starting off row 3. Then we have Yuno, Ember, and Roka. Excuse me. Henko, Rie, and Shi. Kai, Raki, and Miki. Irie Viridis. Dizzy and Mamie. Momo, Makina Arena, and Hiyori. Nikki, Lottie, and Saya. Yuko, Nami, and Spica. Sharzu, Rooney, and Aruka. Sheena, Isla, and Tomoe. And finally, Miu, Juna, and Nebi. That's your grid for this 15-minute race. All right. Let's see how the Mighty Bulls charge. 36 really fast bulls of race cars charging along this fantasy circuit bull run. remember, it's rolling starts for West races, unlike the standing starts for East races. We will speed things up here because this is a relatively long track. This is a good place to begin. But yeah, I tested this track and the green flag is waved well before the cars would make it to start-finish for some strange reason. Pippa and Leah, your front row for this round 7. Here comes some high-speed action. Let's see what happens here in this fantasy circuit. Bullrun. We go green. And there they come, charging along like bulls at Pamplona, onto the start-finish. Round 7 is underway. Really, really, really fast they go. Trying not to screw things up here. There's your top 4 as it stands. Quiet members having a bit of a struggle this series. Here's one of its members in the top 5, as Leah is neck and neck with Pippa for the lead. And Leah with a bit of a buzz jump to the front. Cars making their way around. All 36 of them. Top 30 will score. Really tight turn here before this banked section. This clockwise going high-speed banked section leading into the start-finish line, and yeah, it's really wide too. So that's Leah in the lead after one lap, followed by Pippa and Navina. But here comes Letha and Shiicho. As sparks go flying here. All 36 in it to win it. Man, these two are in at it with each other here. The trading of leads, perhaps. Well, not quite a lead change, I don't think. But Pippa could certainly do so if she could. Just gotta watch out for Navina Nova. So we are through 2 here. 129 and 132, so minute 30 per lap. Nami pitting, Shiicho also pitting, Koni pitting as well as a few more. First bit of bloopers for some of the drivers here at Bullrun. That's almost 200 miles per hour. a whole mess of elevation changes and high camber turns. First time that we're racing on this track in the VTRP. And this is already turning out to be a really crazy track to race at. Houston, we have a problem. Pippa goes back to the lead. Quite a few one down. Expect a few more names go down in order. There we go. There's one banked turn. As Dizzy doesn't even know where she's going. Dizzy, literally dizzy. Trying to find her way back onto the track. No, that's not where the track is. And she is gone.
Oh, this is terrible.
Dizzy, too dizzy to even bother. Leah's in the lead, followed by Navina Nova. What happened to Pippa? Out of the race, I'm sorry to report. From pole to a DNF. He's just gonna get the 1 point for this round. Pipkin Pippa. Meanwhile, Leah is doing quite fine here, well ahead of the others, currently going along at almost 2.5 seconds ahead of a couple of Hawaii FM era members in Navina Nova and Letha Bonapucci. Nami 2 down. Irie, Reki, and a few more drivers 1 down. Oh, wouldn't you believe it? Irie loses her front wing again. Already a load of chaos here, and with more than half of the time gone, this is no time for BS like this to happen. Meanwhile, still single file racing for much of the front few drivers. Kiori passes Kai. Kiori passes a laps car. Kai wants to pass a laps car, but couldn't. Meanwhile, a well-established driver in Rinko Australia hopes to score a nice win on her own. Five and a half minutes left in this race. Letha to second. Navina to third. Penko is currently fourth, and I guess Reina's son is fifth. Just past Nikki Ray for the top 5 spot. Have 22 cars in the lead lap. Wait to see if there's any more crazy things that might happen. I don't know as much. Oh, there's the things that happened. And that will count also as not much. Aki will pit, and likewise Juna with under 4 minutes to go. Leah showing dominance here on this Colorado track, I think. I think this is Colorado. But Letha is trying to narrow the gap between the two, between herself and the race leader. Reina up to 4 now. Penko dropped to 5. Sparks continuing to fly on these turns. Do we have an DNF? Hardly. Down to 2.5 minutes. Leah still leading massively. Still very close fighting with these cars. Nikki down to 10, man. Dealing with tough competition here. Arena loses her rear wing. Well, lost her rear wing. Sheena in pit lane. And this will be white flag for Leah. Neck and neck between Navina and Letha. Navina does overtake Letha to move up to P2. Very close battle coming down to the wire. Oh, Letta is zooming! Really wants to steal that win from Leah. But just a few turns left. Leah is way too far ahead. Very close, but not quite. Final turn. And it's gonna be very close, but not close enough. Rinko Ashelia gets the victory at Bullrun. Letha will finish second, a nice 75, and Navina Nova will get the 60. So, two drivers from the newest Kauai wave do make the podium. Not a win, though, as Leah will get the 100 points. For a few more drivers to, I suppose, finish. And that's going to delay things even further. As Shiicho goes into pit lane. And Mickey will soon finish. And she will be stuck right there, so we're gonna have to fast forward. Alright, we're done. So, Leah, Letha, and Navina, top three in this race. Gonna lock in the points and then move on to Salt Lake City. All of 1 point for Irie. That's all 36 names. Let's lock in the points. See how that shakes things up. All 36 names are in, and we'll give Pippa 1 point for her efforts. We are still critical, however. We may still be critical when it comes to points. Mazu still barely leads, but her lead drops to 54. Mazu 266, Amanagawa Shina 212, Emperor 209, Coney 191, Leah goes up to 5th with 190. All right. Everything makes sense points-wise. All right, last race for today will be at Salt Lake City. The outer loop of this track. It's now known as Utah Motorsports Campus. We're going to be racing on the outer layout, which is 3.048 miles, 4.905 kilometers, 14 turns. The full course is 4.486 miles, 7.22 kilometers, features 23 turns. We're not going to go to the full course, we're just going to race on the outer loop. Here we go. Load. Alright, grid me. I don't like this. We gotta reroll. Gotta reroll. I have no choice but to accept. So Dizzy does not show up for this race. Nor does Kanekalumi. Nene will start off 36th. Well, Pole will go to Nabina Nova. Panko will start off 2nd. Amy 3rd and Sharzu 4. And then we have Jelly and Uruka. Mamie, Reina, and Juna. Nebby, Leah, and Vicky. Pippa, Ina, and Coney. Shiran and Irie Viridis. Leah, Nikki, and Letha. Kairoka Saya. Yuno, Kohaku, and Spika. Mickey, Nami, and Rie. Canberra, Mazu. Finally, Lua, Mumuyu, and Nana Amano. All right, last round for tonight. We're racing at Miller Motorsports Park, Utah Motorsports Campus at Salt Lake City. We're gonna let everyone know that we're about to begin here. Load, come on. Alright, here we go. We shall skip through much of this pace lap. Quite a few cars stuck. Kai is not knowing what's going on here. We'll just leave the rest to handle things on their own terms. Meanwhile, safety car will go in and we will begin this last round for tonight. Round 8 of 10 in West at Salt Lake City. And here we go. Here's everyone spreading out, and here's a few cars having issues, and Kai Saikota, oof. Let's start by Penko, followed by Navina and Mamie, who's at the bottom of the standings and looking to get out of the deep hole she's in. Charzu 4, Amy 5. Gotta watch out because there's cars in the way. There's a couple cars in the way. Watch out! Go around, please. Go around. I said go around. And Ichigo currently doesn't know where she is. Finally makes her way back. I need to readjust herself. There we go. Apparently, Idle Corp has announced, finally announced its Spanish branch of VTubers. Hopefully, we may see them in Season 6 of the CorpoCar Championship Trail in a few months. Coming out to the lead, followed by Penko and Mamie, as several cars going to pit lane, including... Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Nothing but bad luck. As she unnecessarily makes a 360-degree turn. Already a couple bloopers early on at the start. How long did that first lap take? 1:46. Navina hoping for back-to-back podiums here. Podium would be very good for Mamie. Oh, that will not work for Navina. This just made contact with the rear end of Miki Hitsugi's car, and Nova may have to drop to pit lane because of that oopsie. Rie is a bit slow. Henko will inherit the lead from Navina. Mamie wanting to sabotage the whole series for everyone. Wanting to reignite the chance of a Takeshi's Castle situation. Dangerously close to Ari Veritas right there, as she advances to second. And Navina will spend time in pit lane along with Miki and Shiicho. Goes up to third. Take the lead here. Penko leading by a little over 3 seconds. Over a 7-second gap between Mamie and Sharzu. That's Sharzu. Vicky goes wide. Luckily, there's tons and tons of runoff zone in this track. A nice wide open space. Oh, Mamie is starting to catch up to Penko. I'm gonna stay in this camera for a bit. Mamie trying to consider when and where to pass Penko. Well, not quite here. Nana Amano is in the void. Nebi Nebu has a busted car. Mamie goes to the lead. Of course, while I was distracted by a couple of DNFs. Every gosh darn time, ladies and gentlemen. Well, somehow we made it through well over halfway through this race. Time sure flies when you're having fun, ladies and gentlemen. Oh look, here comes Hipkin Papa. Fine for third with Sharzu. And couldn't quite stick that third place spot. Sharzu takes it right back. Significant difference in points between first and second, 25. Difference between second and third, only 15 points. As more cars are having to pit. So many crazy things happening here. There's a Kai pitting, Muyu in pit lane, and Kai is just about getting out now. Coming down to 6 minutes. Meanwhile, the others in the field just tried to play things safe. Not enough. Started pole finding herself way down there in 25th and struggling. Already having to have a stop in pit lane once. Losing a few more spots unnecessarily. But luckily avoids the ill-advised re-entry blooper, if only to lose a handful of spots in the race standings, as it is. Under 5 minutes to go. Maybe Majoko of Ephemera leading by a little under 1.5 seconds. Followed by Penko and Pippa. High, 2 down. 24 drivers are in the lead lap. As there may be a shuffling of positions deep in the order. Drivers just trying to play things safe, if at all possible, as Nami goes into the void. Well, nerds to her. Great, moving on. Already 3 DNFs here, at the least. As we come down to 3 minutes, a little over 3 minutes left, and I guess a couple more laps. Maybe 2 or 3. That depends on how slowly these cars are driving. Charles back to third. Going around these turns. How many laps have been completed? 7? Well, Pedro's losing ground. Well, this lap went by slowly, so we will have the white flag up for Mamie Majoko. Leading still by a little over a second. Still 24 in the lead lap. Penko on the move. Able to pass a couple cars that she needed to pass to catch up to Mamie. And Penko just needs one more big push, hopefully, to regain the lead. Couldn't quite do so at this turn. Last few chances for Penko to make a move on Mamie. If this is a time to overtake Mamie, this may be it, but Mamie is speeding away from Penko. And Penko will not make it. No, she won't. Mamie Majoko gets the win. After 9 laps of action here at the Utah Motorsports campus, Mamie, Penko, and Sharzu, your top 3. Roca in the void. And this situation probably could have been worse, but as you can see how it went. Oh, great. Are they're playing that song again? I'm pretty sure they are. Already heard that song like millions of times. Sweet sounds of cars driving. Let's just let things pan out. Oh, great. Aaliyah advanced another spot. Lep. Right, let's cut out of here. Alright. Must luck in points, and then we'll call it a day and see where things go. Top 3 Mamie. Penko, Sharzu. Do we have previous race winners curse? No, we don't. Leah finished 6th. and lock in the points and West, and then open up the file we need to open. See how worse things have gotten. 36 names in. Point for poll for whoever Navina is. Still critical-ish, although not by much. Oh, would you believe it? Mickey Heatsky has failed to score for 7 consecutive rounds.
Oh, what a shame.
Currently well in the bottom of the standings with 22. Mickey Heatsky. But the lead is still held by Mozu, 292. Right here, ladies and gentlemen, Komachi Panko. Right here, 241 is second. Ember is third, 231. Leah, 230. Coney, 221, and that's your top 5. Okay, great. We're done here. All right, we will wrap up tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Sunday morning. Final rounds taking place at Homestead and Sebring, and then Pukeoke Park and Central. That's rounds 9 and 10. That's the conclusion to East and West, who will make it into the CorpoCar World Series. We'll find out on Sunday, 11 a.m. Eastern. Will FaZe sweep the entire quota of oval races? Will it be even more magic for VNU? Will we avoid a Takeshi's Castle situation? Find out Sunday, 11 a.m. Eastern, the finale of CorpoCar East and West. See who will advance to June's World Series. Anyway, that's all for now. I'm gonna watch some women's Final Four basketball action. UConn and Iowa are up, and yeah. Alright, have a great rest of your evening. See you on Sunday morning for the conclusion of CorpoCar East and West. Take care, everyone. See you again on Sunday morning. On to Dag.